What's going on, guys? It is Straw Hat Goofy, and today I want to talk about what if and what it means for the show and what it means for the larger cinematic universe. Now, for the longest time, throughout the entire series, I've been feeling like what if has been leading to something, not only in its own series, but it's been leading to something in the outside of the MCU. Now, when we first heard of what if, obviously they were saying it's an anthology series, it doesn't have to affect anything, and that's really true. We can watch all these different types of stories and it doesn't affect the main MCU, and we don't have to think about repercussions and things of that sort. But every single freaking episode, it just seems like it's leading to something. Like I said, not just in the show, but in the MCU as a whole, and mostly because Watu the Watcher. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Watu the Watcher is part of the race, the Watchers. I'm pretty sure there's a technical name for it, but I can't remember it right now. But essentially, their whole race is sworn to just observe and never interfere. That's their whole thing. I don't know what kind of existence that is, but whatever. And Watu is pretty much the rebellious teenager. I don't know if it's because he's the youngest one or his parents didn't raise him right. Who knows? But apparently, he takes a liking to Earth, where all the stuff goes down. For some reason, it's always Earth. It's never another planet. And he pretty much says, I like these people. I'm going to make sure that they survive this cataclysmic event. And that's pretty much his whole shtick. He says he won't interfere, and then he winds up interfering anyway. So when it comes to the what if show, it was very we can see the groundwork being laid for Watu interfering at some point, even though we said it's an anthology series. But I kind of peeped this first in episode, I believe it was 2. It was the what if T'Challa was Star-Lord episode, and Watu said, I cannot, will not, and shall not interfere. And usually you don't say that unless you're about to interfere. It's pretty much I'm not racist, but Watu pretty much pulled one of those on us, and immediately I was just kind of okay, this dude's going to interfere at some point in the series. At the very least, he's going to interfere in the last episode or something like that, finally. The thing about what if is that the last few episodes, save for the one that we just got on Wednesday, they just felt really dark. They've been really dark, and they've been ending on these very dour notes. Marvel Zombies, Zombie Thanos, Doctor Strange Supreme. He destroyed the whole He destroyed the whole universe. Even the freaking T'Challa's Star-Lord episode ended with Eagle finding Peter Quill, and we all know if Eagle finds Peter Quill, he's gonna pretty much take over the universe. So it's all these kind of dark moments, just pretty much unrelenting dark, and I'm really glad that this episode is just a comedic episode, because then it starts to become a gimmick where every episode gets darker and darker, which I like. Don't get me wrong, I like a good dark episode. It's a big reason why I watch or read What If, but it's cool to just get a change of pace. But back to Watu the Watcher. So every episode, we've been seeing Watu the Watcher trying announcing his presence more and more, right? And I made a TikTok about this, but just to break it down, in the first episode, the Watu barely even shows up. Watu literally shows up. It's just at the very end, it's just an amalgamation of stars and cosmos and clouds and things of that sort. And the only thing you can see is a silhouette and his eyes. That's it. But then in the next episode, not only is he a little bit more solid, he doesn't really look like stars anymore, but he looks more of a corporeal figure. He looks more like a shadow, and someone standing in the shadows. With every episode, we will see something facial features in the next episode. Then we will see he looks like a legit kind of ghost in another episode. Then I believe it was in the Doctor Strange Supreme episode where he literally stepped out of the shadows and revealed his clothing and everything. We saw his facial features. We saw literally how he looked and he was literally talking to Doctor Strange in that episode. So the fact that he's getting closer and closer, interfering more and more, that right there just tells me that at some point things are going to come to a head, and he's going to say, all right, pause. I've seen so many universes get destroyed. I've seen so many things get messed up. I'm always watching Earth. I mean, I could watch anyone else, but I'm always watching Earth, and I just need y'all to chill real quick. And I feel like Watu is going to pretty much do what he does in the comics and do that in the show. Now, I think as in terms of what happened last episode, obviously we talked about how it's a lighter episode, but even that ended on a very dark note. I call him Vision Otron. I'm pretty sure there's a name for him. Somebody in my comments said there's a name for him. So if you guys know his real name, drop his name in the comments. But I call him Vision Otron because he's Otron with Vision's face. Deal with it. But he showed up at the end of a very lighthearted episode, just ready to fuck shit up. Like, he was ready. Like, he had the Infinity Stones. He had 2 bodies. He had an army. It was like Dunzo. I think that Thor is gonna die. Like, I really do think so. He was powerful. He's gonna die. That Otron showed up, and we seen in the trailers of What If that he gets his own episode. Pretty sure he gets his own episode. So I doubt that they're only gonna use him for that moment and then get rid of him. So that leads me to believe that Vision Ultron is the big bad of What If, because we only have 2 episodes left. So I think the next 2 episodes are maybe going to be a 2-parter, maybe going to be dealing with like Vision Ultron showing up, messing up other universes, because we don't know if he came through the portal from another universe or if he came from, just another place in space and time like Thanos would using the Space Stone. Again, leads me to believe that he's the big bad of the series, and that all these episodes that we've been seeing that we thought were separate were actually all leading up to something. Because if you notice in the trailer, a lot of characters that had their episodes, they didn't have some moments in the What If trailer that happened. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, like there was a moment where Captain Carter's talking to Doctor Strange Supreme. I'm pretty sure that was just cleverly cut together, but they made it seem like that she met multiple people. Obviously, T'Challa as Star-Lord is going to show up as well, because T'Challa as Star-Lord also makes an appearance with the Avengers, because there's a shot in the trailer where there's that iconic Avengers 360 shot, but instead it's with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and T'Challa as Star-Lord is one of them. So we already know that there are moments that we haven't seen yet that didn't play out with characters that we've seen in episodes already. And that includes Vision Ultron, right? So I think like maybe it's going to be like an amalgamation of like Watu says, okay, that's a Vision Ultron with the Infinity Stones, is going to be like the equivalent of this season's Endgame. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably going to say, pause. I'm going to like go to these different universes. I'm going to grab these different guys that I've become attached to over the course of the series, and I'm going to bring them all together, and we're going to defeat this Vision Ultron. I think that would be really cool. Like all these characters that we've come to know over the course of What If, Watu pretty much just goes from one universe to the next and says, I need you, I need you, I need you. We need to fight this guy. That would be pretty tight. One character who I said that I want to kind of like see more of is Doctor Strange Supreme. I thought he was a really great character. I think that's the best version of Doctor Strange that we've gotten in the MCU. So, and the last time we saw him, his universe was kind of, it was getting down there. So I think like Watu is probably going to like pull him out. And ooh, okay, wait. So if Watu the Watcher watches multiple universes play out, that means that time is kind of like irrelevant to him, right? So what if Watu literally in that episode where Doctor Strange is destroying the universe, he's literally about to pull him out in that moment. I know he like showed up and said, you fucked up, and then he left, but what if like he just kind of comes back really quick and it's like, we need you, like, and he pulls him out and he ends up saving that Doctor Strange from that universe. I think that would be pretty cool. Like apparently the time he was there watching Doctor Strange F up, that was him already experiencing Vision Ultron like fucking shit up, and he just basically went to that universe to basically grab the most powerful version of Doctor Strange. I think that would be pretty sweet. So that's what I feel like What If is leading to when it comes to What If, like the show, the episodes. But what does this mean for the MCU? Now, again, this all leads back to Vision. Again, this all leads back to Watu the Watcher. Now, Watu the Watcher, I feel like, I've been saying this for a minute, I think Watu's going to make his live action debut in the MCU. And this is because Watu the Watcher in the comics, whenever he shows up, it's like shit's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Every time he shows up, it's like, okay, Galactus is about to happen. Annihilus is about to happen. Secret Wars, like those type of things. It's always just every time Vision shows up, it's like, God damn it, what's happening now, man? And he's like, yo, dude, like, we got Galactus showing up. He about to eat your planet. He about to take a bite of it. You know, that's like his whole thing. So I feel like when it comes to introducing the big bad, I think Watu the Watcher is going to be that guy. And I think What If is getting audiences who don't know Watu the Watcher used to the idea of, showing up and being like, hey, guys, something's happening. Obviously we're getting to know Watu the Watcher a little bit more, and we're starting to learn like kind of like his compassion for Earth. So it will be such a great reveal that the next big bad that will be revealed in the MCU, like proper, would be Watu the Watcher kind of like showing up, doing his thing and saying like, yo, man, I just had a whole season where I saw Doctor Strange destroy universe. I saw zombie Thanos go nuts. Like I saw vintage Otron function. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, that would be really cool for him to do that. But even so, like I would like other characters to kind of like make their appearance in the MCU as well. Like Doctor Strange Supreme. Like what if he was kind of like the main or maybe like a secondary or even third antagonist of Multiverse of Madness? You know, maybe he's one of those people in the multiverse that's, you know, escapes, takes on Doctor Strange, and it's like a scene or something like that. Just like a little Easter egg to acknowledge that this multiverse is canon, and the best place to do that would be Multiverse of Madness. So that's how I feel. I feel like all these things are connected. Like obviously we know that we already know that What If is canon to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just like, will Marvel take all of that and end up like putting it together and actually making it a big integrated universe? Like we already have Loki kind of like setting off the multiverse, and then What If comes out right after, and then we have like obviously Spider-Man No Way Home, which deals with the multiverse, which will lead to Doctor Strange of Multiverse of Madness. And so like I feel like What If is a lot bigger than we're making it out to be, specifically with Watu the Watcher. But yeah, like tell me, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any theories on this? Do you think this is valid? Like honestly, I'm just like talking right now at the camera. So let me know in the comments down below. That's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that little bell to get notifications for my other videos. Make sure you like and subscribe because it helps out the algorithm. And I want to be making more YouTube videos for you guys instead of TikToks. So, you know, just a whole 360 like content spree for you guys. So just let me know what other videos you guys want me to do, any movies you want me to talk about, and I will catch you guys later.